Do you want your podcast to get from 0 to 10 million impressions per year without any problems? All you have to do is to follow our series on how to develop your podcast. Hello guys, my name is Chris and I'm the founder of Elivio. We are a podcast production agency and we take care of everything after you press the stop button of your podcast. In today's episode, what we will cover actually will be the marketing basics. What do I mean by that? In order to understand how the platforms work, it doesn't matter if it's going to be YouTube platform or Spotify or even platform that Apple has, Apple Podcast. All you need to do is the first thing to understand how the platform works in order to use their techniques from behind to gather more organic impressions. So, have you heard the saying that if the product is free, you are the product? This by any means follows the same rule for all the podcast platforms or social media in general. What does it mean? Let's say that you are uploading some kind of video on YouTube and this is absolutely for free for all the people inside the platform, except for those who are paying the monthly subscription for YouTube Premium. And for each video that they are watching, from time to time, they are watching some ads. And those ads actually bring some money into the platform. This is a general rule for all the platforms. It doesn't matter if it's going to be, again, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and so on and so on. Basically, all the platforms, what they want from you is to spend as much time as possible inside of them. So the most time you spend inside the platform and the most things you watch, the more money they will get. This is the basic rule that you need to remember. Why do I repeat this over and over again? There is this metric called retention rate, or whenever I write it down on my note, it will be RR. Translated in normal language, this means that how much time or how much big of a percentage a person watches your video. So let's say that you upload a podcast that is 100 minutes. Let's say 100 because it will be easier for us to calculate afterwards. Did you know that the average view duration time is actually 23 minutes? Translated this into percentage, this means that in 100 minutes, if you watch 23 minutes of the podcast, this means that automatically you have 23% retention rate. On the other hand, let's say that you have uploaded 45 minutes podcast. And again, if we take the 23 minutes average duration time, this is mostly around 51% watch time. And again, if you upload 120 minutes for 23 minutes view duration, how much is it? I have no idea, but it is far greater than the 23% over here for the 100 minutes. Why am I doing those calculations? What platforms are watching for is the higher the percentage of retention rate is, the higher the possibility it is the platform to promote your video or your podcast, in this case, to more and more people organically. So basically, in the marketing basics, the first thing that you need to think about before actually starting the record button is to have an idea which your ideal viewers are, so you can cover topics that are related to their interests. And all you have to do is to answer some questions in advance in order to know what they are interested in. And in order to know what questions to ask, all you have to do is to go to our website eliv.io, sign up the form, and automatically we will send you our playbook that podcasters actually are paying us in order to develop their podcasts from 0 to 10 million impressions per year. Once you have your questions answered, the next big thing that you need to think about is what type of podcast do you want to have? Is it going to be 45 minutes, which is related to answering only one question? So basically what does it mean is that you have an expert that can cover only one question, one topic, but to go into really details. Otherwise, the whole podcast will be really big and you won't give any type of value to the viewers. The next type of podcast is actually the 90-ish minute podcast. What you can do is you can cover 1 to 2 topics per episode. Let's say that we are speaking right now, me and you together, and you want to interview me in regards of podcast. Basically what we can cover is either the basics of podcast marketing and how we achieve the results for our clients, or we can cover in more details one or two general topics in podcast production. And the next type of podcasts are up to 120 minutes or even more, where we can cover more topics and we can gather into more details, either for podcasting or my personal experience or so on and so on. So basically all you have to think about before actually starting podcasting is which your ideal viewers are, what they want to watch, and what type of podcast you want to have. And the first thing, if you're just starting or you have 2,000 or 3,000 followers in YouTube, is I would recommend you to have up to 90-minute episode. And this is because, again, of the retention rate. The more people are watching your podcast, the more the platforms will present it to more and more people. So if you want to get your podcast from 0 to 10 million impressions organically per year, all you have to do is to subscribe to our channel and to follow our videos. Or if you want us to do this for you, just write us at elivio.io and we'll be more than happy to assist you doing this. Thank you once again for watching, and until the next video.